guys, in the previous session we just learned about the user-defined functions, that's as like subprograms. When in need of that subprograms, we'll be calling those subprograms using in our main program. So now we are gonna talk about the user-defined function blocks. So you can go and add a new function block from here, and you can see user-defined function block will be right here in the blue color, and I just selected it and using the language ladder and hit OK. Simply I'm going to create one DOL starter. Okay, now I am in the user defined function block 1 or FD1, and I'm just want to create a DOL, simple direct online starter, that is called a DOL starter. For a DOL starter we have two inputs, so let me make it clear for you. If you know about the DOL starter, you can skip this session, not this entire session, just this session. Okay, we have two push buttons in the DOL starter. Okay, and one will be green and another one will be red. So the first one is used for starting the motor and second one is used for stopping the motor. So this is my motor, and you can see this is my motor. The first switch is used for starting my motor, and when it is pressed and released or pushed, the motor will be working. And when you press and release the stop button or the red color button, press and release, we lost the output or the motor will be stopped. So this is the DOL starter working, and we can go for creating that. So for this we can go to the paint again, and you can see there are two inputs, two digital inputs. These are two switches and one digital output. Okay, so start, stop and the motor, these are the inputs and outputs. So for creating the user defined function block, we have to define the number of inputs and outputs we are using. So here we are using an input that will be start, S-T-A-R-T, start. The data type will be boolean, and I am not putting any default value, that will be by default false. And another stop button, S-T-O-P, that also boolean. That means two digital or boolean inputs we have in our question, and I am going to add one output right here, that will be also boolean. That's why I call it as motor. So this is the motor and also boolean, and that's it. And we are going to create this thing using the logic right here. I'm using one contact, one NC, one output, and placing one branch right here for the latching, contact and up. After that we are going to address these things. This will be my starting button, so I have to make it as the start. So I'm giving the address as start. So type S and you will be getting the suggestion for start, hashtag start. And I just selected this, and this will be my stop button. I press S and I got the stop. And this will be my motor, that will be my output. And the motor also selected, and I am going to use the same address for the latching. So M and the motor. So we just created all these things, and we just going to implement this block into our main program. So I'm going to my main program, and I can create my own customized user-defined function block right here. Just from here, click, drag and drop on my main program. Finish. And that will ask to create a data block for storing the internal values of that function block. I'm going to hit OK. That will be done. So I just created my own data block. I can call it as DOL. So here you can see start. I'm going to address as I0.0 for the start address, and I0.1 for the stop address, I0.1 for the stop address, and Q0.0 for my output motor. So I can repeat this block. In my program I do have 50 DOL starters. I just want to create one function block and repeat. That's it. So let us see the working of this. I'm going to download this thing to the PLC. So download and delete the previous things and load. And we just downloaded it, and we can go into the online mode. We are at the online mode, and let's see the working. So I'm going to start my function block as start. There is a start option, there is a stop option, there is a motor option also. That means we can start and stop, or we can repeat these blocks. All the things or the internal things will be happening inside the block 1. Let's see, I'm going to start this thing I0.0. that will be a push button. That means input is on and off. You can see the output is on right here. Here you can see Q0.0 is true, and it is still latching or holding the output. When I press the stop button I0.1, press and release, you can see the output is gone. Now that is the DOL starter. If you want to repeat this block, you can repeat this block in the next runs. If you have too much DOL starters in your program, you can use I0.2 and 3 for the inputs and Q0.1 for the output, and you can call it as DB2, so that internals will be stored in the data blocks. So all the things will be happening inside this block: start, stop, motor, and inside the block the working and the schematics will be done inside the FB1. So that is the function block or user defined function blocks.